Most leaders don't realize how they speak is just as important as what they say. The language you use either builds trust or breaks it. Your words either move people forward or hold them back. Today I'm breaking down leadership phrases that will inspire action, drive ownership, and help you communicate with more clarity and impact. Let's dive in. Let's start with a phrase that might seem simple, but used the right way, it can completely shift how your team responds. What do you need from me? Have you ever assumed someone on your team was struggling only to find out they needed something entirely different than what you thought? It happens all the time. Instead of guessing, ask, what's the biggest obstacle in your way right now? How can I best support you? What resources do you need to move faster? These phrases put the responsibility on them while still signaling that you have their back. It shifts the conversation from directive to collaborative, reinforcing that you trust them. And when people feel trusted and heard, they perform better. The next phrase that inspires action is this: that didn't go as planned, but what did we learn? See, if your team is afraid to fail, they're going to play small. They'll avoid risks, they'll second guess their decisions, and they'll stay inside their comfort zone. But here's the truth. Growth happens in the mistake, not the easy wins. Instead of framing missteps as failures, reframe them as opportunities for improvement. Okay, that didn't work. What's the takeaway? What would we do differently next time? Every win starts with learning. What's our next step? Can you see the difference in this? When missteps happen, right? When they're reframed as part of the process, people stop avoiding challenges and start embracing growth. Another phrase that inspires action is, I trust you to handle this. Here's a reality check. If you don't trust your team, they're not going to trust themselves. If you're constantly hovering, micromanaging, or checking in too much, you unknowingly training your team to doubt their own instincts and decisions. Top performers don't need babysitting. They need more confidence. So I want you to try talking to them like this. I trust you to run with this. You've got this. I don't need to check in on every detail. This is your project. I know you'll make the right call. People rise to the level of trust you place in them. The more confidence you show in their ability, the more ownership they take. And ownership fuels engagement, accountability, and the most important thing, results. Another great inspirational phrase is, here's where we're going and why. I say that because lack of clarity is the biggest killer of team performance. If your team doesn't have a clear picture of what is expected, they're going to waste time second guessing themselves instead of executing. Think about the last time you gave someone a project, only to get a result that completely missed the mark. More often than not, the issue isn't skill, it's misalignment in expectations. Your team needs to understand the bigger picture, not just what needs to be done, but why it matters. So try speaking to them like this. We're making this shift because the reason this is critical right now is fill in the blank. This change isn't about today. It sets us up for X in the future. When people understand why their work matters, they stop going through the motions and start taking ownership of the result. The last inspirational phrase I want to share with you is this, and it's a good one, and it's simple. I appreciate your effort. Never underestimate the power of recognition. The best people don't just want a paycheck. They want to know that their work is valued. Yet many leaders wait until the big wins to acknowledge contributions. But the truth is this, small wins create momentum. A simple, I appreciate your effort, goes a long way in making people feel valued. Recognizing the progress, not just the final outcome, keeps motivation on your team really high. When people feel appreciated, they show up with more energy, they take more initiative, and they're more committed. Make it a habit to acknowledge effort, not just results. Your team will thank you for it by showing up and delivering at a higher level. Remember, the way you communicate as a leader isn't just about delivering information. It's about shaping behavior, driving action, and setting the tone for your entire team. Speak with clarity, and people will move with confidence. Speak with trust, and people will take ownership. Speak with purpose, and people will push boundaries. The best leaders don't just give orders, they inspire action, they create alignment, they build momentum, and they reinforce a culture where people feel valued, challenged, and empowered to succeed. If you're serious about taking your leadership to the next level, I want to help. First, download my latest ebook, The CEO Shift. Empower your leaders to think like entrepreneurs and lead like owners. Inside, I'll show you exactly how to elevate your leadership, create alignment, and build a high performance team. Follow the link in the description if you're interested, and you can download it. If you're not ready to think about your leadership at this level yet, let me at least buy you a copy of my latest book, Freedom to Experiment: How to Ignite a New Level of Energy, Focus, Momentum in Yourself and Your Team. All I ask is that you pay for a small shipping and handling fee. Follow the link in the description if you're interested, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below related to your business, and of course, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. I look forward to talking to you soon.